I should be leaving. Hear what I say without even speaking. My compass is off, why did I choose you? I'm just too lost, I need to cut loose. I keep it in my head, I keep it locked away. My friends think that this is over. Guess it's the price I paid. Played with the enemy, now I got you on my shoulders. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let me love again.
Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again.
Wanna let go, I wanna lose you. Fall out of love as you're supposed to. This was a phase that I was a mistake, but I can't move on with something in these days. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let me love again.
Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me love again. Let me love again.
Whoa! Hey everybody, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. We got all kinds of friends in the house today. We got Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal of New York. We got the purple Paisley Planner joining us once again, one of my newer subscribers. And typical Tyreek, yeah, that's awesome. I didn't even know. Like you noticed that before me. Last I knew, I think I was like 794. But thank you so much. 800 subs, you guys were on our way. So this is going to be great. Crystal says it's like we're all raving together. You know, I like to get the music. I like to get the all of it going and get all the blood flowing and have some fun with it, right? So that's what we are doing today. So my friends. Hello, Eileen. Oh, it's so good to see you, Eileen, as well. So we got all kinds of people in the house. We got Robin. We got, let's see, I think I saw, yes, Bling Auntie is here. Hello, Bling Auntie. It's been a while. Bling Auntie has typically sometimes shows up live, but sometimes she catches replays and all that stuff. So super, super fun. So we got Omaha Junior Lancers High School Hockey back with us again. Super, super great that you're having a good week this far. And got to give a shout out to Laura Williams. She got a new client this afternoon. Congratulations, Laura. Do you have good news to share? Share it. I will celebrate you. We got the party parrot back. We got all kinds of stuff. I used to have other overlays in here. I've got to get organized again. Crystal, I was on Crystal's. I popped onto Crystal's live stream earlier. We were joking and talking, and she was saying, if you saw, sometimes like she was talking about her StreamYard, like the assets, right? All our assets, if you can put in there, unorganized. You guys, some of I have lost track of some things. So I don't know who here uses Google Drive. Who uses Google Drive? Because they made a change and now my shortcuts are broken and I can't find things. So that's one of those things that I got to figure out. I got to find those things because I can't. They're literally like missing. So hold on. Let me do this while it's there we go. We got trolls in the house today. You know what? Crystal had trolls on hers as well. So Crystal says, hot mess, hilarious. Yes. Mike, do you want me to make you a mod? I'll make you a mod. No, you need mods. I know. I have a couple mods. They're not there. Crystal, aren't you one of my mods? I got to work on that. So hold on a second because it's crazy because it might be a troll day because Crystal had some trolls on hers too. Eileen says she uses Google Drive. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Yep. Robin says, love Google Drive, but things aren't syncing for me lately. Anyone else? So Robin, they made a change. They actually, the whole backup and sync, which was the app that they used to have, where what it would do. So let's back up. Google Drive is essentially where you have, your files are in the cloud, saved to Google, and then you can also basically access those files on your computers. And so but it makes a duplicate, essentially. It would make a duplicate on your system. Now it's like using some streaming thing. So you have to it basically made me do it, Robin. So just so you know, that is one of the changes. But here's what it did. It broke my shortcuts on my computer. So like if I opened up my computer and I went to my Google Drive, favorites, the folders that were there are not there. Yeah, Google for desktop, but it's just wonky lately. Yeah, there's a delay. I know that. It takes a while. I'm not sure how it works. It freaked me out at first. It made me nervous at first, but I'm trusting the process. I'm going to trust the system. We're going to go with it. Yeah, Google Drive changed. Yeah, it changed. So here's the whole point of the story, you guys, is that I can't find my folder where I have more of these fun things. And there it is. There's that one. That's the one I was going to pull up earlier. So yeah, I got to find these. I got to get them in here and get them so I can get organized. So we are here. We're going to have some fun. Thank you, Mike. Mike says, everybody like that smash button. Smash the like button, right? Yeah. So if you're new here, like our friend Tanya D, who literally was hanging out with Crystal and I earlier. And Tanya D, I saw that you subscribed to the channel. So thank you for being here. Let me see here. We got to do I need a better celebration. I need a good celebration. We're going to do that while we're live today. But for now, welcome, Tanya. Welcome. I need to, we're going to find a fun sound effect for that. Now that would have been a good one to play for Laura earlier, who was saying she got a new client today. So that's a good one for sure. We've also got the gong. I don't love the gong for new subscribers though. What do you guys think? Anyway, okay. So we're going to be having some fun today. So you guys, this is the weekly show. So this is the weekly show where I'll answer your questions. I am like off center. I changed some things around. I'm still trying to get used to it. So bear with me. But this is our live Q&A. Now, before we do that, I want to point out that I'm going to talk about a few things today. So Tanya D got a little bit of a preview of this earlier, but we're going to talk about it today. So this is powered by StreamYard. So we're using StreamYard today to that's how I'm talking to you. That's how I'm doing all the fun stuff. That's how I'm able to have the banners at the bottom. It's how I'm able to display comments. It's how I'm able to add my logo to the top. There it is. And it's also how I was able to pull up, the overlays that I like to pull up. So wanted to make sure that we talk about that first, because here's the deal. I'm going to tell you right now, StreamYard has made some recent feature updates that are pretty great, but I happen to be in the know, but I can't share them with you. There are some ridiculously amazing features coming. Like, ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. They just decided like, hey, we're going to just go all out this fall. There are some amazing features coming. So if you are live streaming, you should be using StreamYard. A lot of these features are going to be absolutely fantastic. Some of them are going to be part of the paid plan, so a basic or professional plan, but you can get a free 14-day trial where you can play around with StreamYard for 14 days for free on the professional plan. If you go to that website down there, melaniediane.com/StreamYard, if you go there, you will be able to click on any of those links on that page and sign up for StreamYard. There's also a link in the description. That is my partner link. I'm able to get you that 14-day free trial. I would highly encourage you to do that. If not today, soon, so that you can play around with some of these new features coming. They are coming very, very soon. So super excited about it. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, Eileen says the yard, right? It's super exciting. Exactly. Purple Paisley Planner. So it's going to be fantastic. So Robin says, I haven't been in a few weeks. You moved the lava lamps and the background wall hanging. I moved a lot. So I moved my cameras around. So what I did before, I had the camera here, but it kind of angled that way, or I'm sorry, it angled this way. So the camera was here, but it angled this way. So what you saw was me kind of at really, oh my God, I'm hitting the wrong button. It was angled this way and kind of going there. Now the Canon camera, which is what you see here, hi, right? That's the Canon camera, which used to point to the lava lamps. My God, here. But they were back there. All right. So I've changed it. Now, the reason I'm changing it is because I want to have a little more of this depth, but I still got to work on some changes, lighting and certain things. You'll notice here that I actually have the patio door open, the curtain open a little bit today. If I shut that, it gets a lot darker and you can see a lot of the colors behind me because back there I've got colored bulbs. And so whatever. You can see last week's stream, you can see a little bit better, but still dialing stuff in. Here's what I talked about. I talked about this last week. I think that it is very important. I love the idea of changing things up. And so I like to, try different camera angles. I like to, change my background a little bit. The lava lamps were in a different spot. I moved the picture as well. So yes, Robin, very nice job. Robin, you were one of the ones that first noticed when I added the second lava lamp too, I think too. So we're always making changes, right? Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. So definitely, I like keeping it fresh. That's what it's all about. And that's what we did there. But I am kind of still getting acclimated to the new setup. So that is definitely the disadvantage, is that when you make those changes, a lot of times you run into little quirks. So one of the quirks I'm running into right now is that, so this is my Elgato Wave 3 mic, which y'all know, many of you know that I love this microphone. My Xlr microphone is right here. And this camera, I still got to figure out where I want to put that Canon camera. I don't love that I have to unhook it and rehook it up all the time. So I'm kind of figuring that out, trying some different things. But I wanted to let you guys know that we are using StreamYard today. I am going to talk about some of the recent updates. There are some new features, or some new options. One of those options is a screen share option. And so y'all loved my music I was playing. So I'm going to share my screen. And what they've done is they have actually given us a new layout. So the layout that many of you are used to is when I share my screen, or when you share your screen if you use StreamYard, that you will see this view. You see this view, or you see this view, or you can also go to full screen. But what you haven't seen yet, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom. What? What is up, everybody? Hi, I'm here. I'm down here hanging out with you. This is called Picture in Picture. So they have just added this layout. This is one of the newest feature updates. And so you now have a new layout where, and the reason they did this is because I want to share my screen, but before my screen was smaller. And then I had all this background stuff, right? Which was fine. I like the background. And then I would display a comment like Eileen, right? And Eileen hangs out right there. If I had a big comment, a longer one like crystals, there it is, right? But with picture in picture, watch. You can still see me. I'm still here, but I can make my screen larger. So it's actually really great. Yeah, Mike says the picture in picture is way better for doing training or software demos because the menu text stays clear at full screen. Totally agree. Johnny Bean says, love the new picture in picture. Yes. Wow. Love that feature. So super, super, super fun. This is their newest feature that they released for everybody. I personally am very excited about it. If you add other people, you will just be down at the bottom. The additional people will be down at the bottom. So that's what they did there. That's the latest feature. So I wanted to kind of make sure everybody was aware of that's out there. So super, super cool. I love that. This will be great for, like Mike said, when you're doing demos and you want to be full screen, but you still want to be visible to your audience. So it's just an added, basically an added layout that you can pick when you want to change it up. So there you go. Now, just so you guys know, this is, and if anyone is new to the show, this is your time as well. You can ask me all kinds of questions. You can ask me anything about StreamYard. We can talk about Canva. I geeked out on Crystal show earlier. We talked about Canva. And then you can also just ask me about marketing, social media, strategy, content. Should you multi-stream? Should you not multi-stream? We can talk about podcasting. We can talk about all the things, which I know is like, you're like, whoa, I don't even know what to ask now. Ask whatever you want. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to try to find an answer for you, or I'm going to guide you to somebody else, or I'm simply just going to be like, I can't help you. I'm so sorry. Crystal asked if I was still liking my Stream Deck. Yes, I love my Stream Deck because I can, I love my Stream Deck because I can switch cameras, like I said. Now, the caveat to that is I am also using OBS virtual camera. So I'm actually using my Stream Deck to control OBS, which is controlling what you see in the webcam view. So that's how I'm able to switch between cameras. And then, of course, but the other thing I love about my Stream Deck is, and many of you were on that show when we picked out some sound effects. So we picked out sound effects like the foghorn. The foghorn is there, and you can, I love my Stream Deck because I can play the foghorn. I can play my sound effects. I can program them in. So yes, I love my Stream Deck because of that as well. Luis says, is it a pro feature? The picture in picture, I do not believe is a pro feature. Let me see if they have updated. I do not believe it is. I think it's part of the free plan. It's just one of your screen share options. It's one of your, oops, I don't want to do that. It's just one of the options that we all get, which again, I love. Another thing I love about StreamYard is they're so generous with their features. Let me check it out. I'm pretty sure that it is a free feature. Like I'm almost positive everybody gets that picture in picture. I'm like 99% sure. Picture in picture. I mean, it is. It's just one of the layouts. The layouts are all part of everybody's plan. So yes, it's free. Need the foghorn. Pete, what's up, Pete? How are you, my friend? Over in Australia. It's earlier. I'm streaming earlier, Pete. You may have missed that last week. My schedule had to change because I've got this big project I'm working on for a client. It's temporary. And so it's kind of infiltrates the old schedule. So for a while, we're going to try a new schedule out. So y'all just have to make sure you're subscribed so that you know when I'm live, right? There you go. Let's see. Eileen said, what do you think about uploading images and video to Instagram from desktop? I think it's overrated because we were already able to do that from Facebook. So okay. So Eileen's talking about a new update that came out with Instagram where you can, I haven't actually tried it yet, Eileen. So let's check it out. But Yeah, so a lot of people, especially photographers, were always talking about how frustrated they were because they wanted to be able to upload from their computers because they're editing, these pictures and then uploading, and it's like crazy. And they couldn't do it. They had to like save it to their phone so they could upload it from their phone, And then now with video, I think the big reason why we're seeing Instagram making this an option is because they are starting to favor video. And videos, we like to edit our videos, we design them in Canva, whatever. We want to upload them from our computer. That's where we save these files. And I think that's the biggest reason we're seeing this change, Eileen. But yes, it is interesting because you could do it. Last year, Facebook, I think it was last year, came out with Facebook Creator Studio where you could actually upload from your Facebook account. You could upload it right there on your desktop. You go to Creator Studio, you would upload it, and it would post over to Instagram. So she's right. We were actually able to do this prior, but I think there are still a lot of people that use Instagram that don't use Facebook. There is definitely a demographic that does not have a Facebook account. And so while it seems overrated, it kind of feels like, well, they just gave us something they already gave us. Well, not for everybody. So a lot of people that aren't using Facebook now are able to do this from desktop. So it's definitely one of those things. John, pull him in the house. What's up, John? He said it's always a pain uploading when you had to do it from your phone. I agree, right? I agree. Luis says he's using the Melon app, which is another streaming application, very similar to StreamYard. He's considering switching to StreamYard. Luis, you totally should, my friend. In fact, give that trial a try. Go over to melaniediane.com/StreamYard, sign up there so that you can try it out. And then you can try it for free and see what you think and compare it to what you're using today and see what you think. I'm telling you right now that I personally have tried all of the streaming applications, and this is the one that I continue to support and continue to feel is the best. I think it's the most user intuitive. It's the most stable, that's for sure, for everything. And I like it. I love that they don't overcomplicate it, but it's still very feature rich. So that's definitely a balance that I think is very difficult to achieve. And I think they do a very, very good job with that. So for sure. So Peter said the same thing. So he was saying that it's great for people who don't have a business page on Facebook. Yeah. So it's going to be cool. Okay. Hello, Bridget. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're having fun. We're talking about whatever you want to talk about. So whatever questions you want to ask. Yeah, everybody's agreeing. Very stable. StreamYard is user-friendly. I'm not sure I'd be going live as much as I am without it. Robin, I totally agree. In fact, y'all, it's been about a year ago that I started going live totally. In fact, it's been a year, I think, where I basically was like, all right, I'm going to do it consistently. And StreamYard makes it so easy to go live, to have fun, to do all the things. So I say it all the time, that is, StreamYard is the reason why I started going live more and more and more, and have been doing it more consistently for that very reason, right? For that very reason. So, okay, good question. Do me a favor, everybody, put a Q in front of those questions so I can differentiate them from the other comments. Okay, so here's what we got. Rizzo says, what application are you using to manage your sound? So Rizzo, is it Rizzo? Is it Rizzo? Rizzo, it's probably Rizzo. Okay, it's probably Rizzo. So here's what I'm using. So I will share my screen. All right, so I'm going to go to this view. I'm using the Wave Link application. Now, the way I'm doing this, using this app comes with the Elgato Wave 1 or the Elgato Wave 3 microphones. Rode now has come out with their version of this as well. So if you're in the market for a new USB microphone, I would highly consider the Wave Elgato 1 or 3. I think the mic is awesome. I think it sounds incredible. What I love the most about this mic is it has an amazing internal pop filter. So the plosives, the Ps, the pops, I push out a lot of air, I push out a lot of air. And this thing does so good with that air, that pop, better than any mic I've ever owned as far as the internal. I have a microphone that costs twice as much as it, and it totally brings in the puff of air way worse. And it's an XLR microphone. It's an awesome mic. I love it. So I love the mic for that, but I also love that it comes with this software. But if you can actually get the Rode NT USB Mini. It's $100. It's a great microphone as well. And it now comes with Rode Connect, which is basically the same thing. It's a free application that comes with the mic. You have to have the mic plugged into your system for it to work and function. So as long as I have the Elgato Wave 3 plugged in, I can actually use my analog mic, which as you can see here is picking up sound. It's over here next to me. Let me show you. It is right over here. So if you watch as I tap it, look at that box way out to the right over here. So yeah, but it's muted. And so I'll show you what I've got here. So it's muted. Whoops. Right there. That I'm able to mute it. If I unclicked that, you guys would hear both mics, which we don't want that, right? Now, what you see here is browser. See that? Browser right there? That is how I was playing music. And as you can see, it's still playing. Over here on Epidemic Sound, it's not paused. It's still playing. So I can dial that up just like one of those what are those called? Those gauges, whatever those things. I can still talk to you. So yeah. So that is what I'm currently using. Now, it looks like, yes, so Typical Tyreek says Voice Meter is pretty good. So Voice Meter is a free app that basically does the same thing, but now Typical Tyreek is actually one of my favorite people that chimes in here, very techie. I have definitely read plenty of reviews that people think that it's a very big headache and they've had some issues with it. A lot of people say it's not a stable app, whatever. But then a lot of people say, I've used it for years and love it, don't have any problems. So it's free. For anyone that's on a PC, you can download Voice Meter and you can learn how to do what I'm doing with that free app. If you're on a Mac, Loopback is the application you would want to check out. Loopback is free for Macs. It's basically a virtual audio mixer, which is going to do what you see on this, right? It's a virtual audio mixer. You can add your inputs, your channels. You can change the volume of them and play them. So I have sound effects right here. Sound effects is in the second column, and that's how I'm able to play sound effects from the Stream Deck over into the stream because I have this turned on. It's outputting it. Because as you can see here, it's not muted. If you mute something, it's not going to stream out. So there you go. That's what we're working on, right? Great question, though. Great question. Let's see. Landlord Advocates. What's up, Matt? He is here as well. He says, a great way to market you and your channel is to be proactive on those groups and pages where you share your YouTube videos. To drop the video and run can be seen as self-serving. To drop the video and run. Yeah. I'm not sure what are you referring to. Did I miss a comment or a question? I may have. I agree with what Matt is saying here. And what he's talking about is don't just share a link to something. Be helpful. Be engaged in there. I definitely think that is one of the best ways that you can be a part of a group, for sure. Okay. I'm reading. So Bridget says, we absolutely love StreamYard. We had 2 cameras crap out, so had to use my laptop camera and invite my hubby on his cell phone so we could go live on schedule. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. That is actually a lovely point that Bridget's making. One of the things I love about StreamYard is there's no mobile nap. There's no mobile app needed because you can use it on your phone by just going to StreamYard.com, and you basically have almost all the same functionality. So to her point, one time I lost power and I was like, crap. So I grabbed my phone and I went live right here on my phone. Same thing, could still display comments. I could still do all the things. And I absolutely thought that was fantastic. So it's pretty cool. It's very, very user-friendly when it comes to doing those things. Let's see here. Bridget says, now I need to figure out OBS to use the new camera that is on its way. Very exciting. Would love to know what camera you have on the way. Okay, Matt says, we just purchased the Yeti Blue Nano. We are going to use it for our live shows. We are also looking to integrate with our YouTube camera rather than a lavalier mic. Hopefully it works great. So that Yeti Nano, I don't have it with me. I have a friend that is borrowing my Yeti Nano. And yet the Yeti Nano is an awesome microphone. It's very it's more inexpensive than the Blue Yeti, but Landlord Advocates, make sure you download the application that they came out with. Let me pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you go to the Blue website, you're going to want to make sure that you also download the companion application. So here's one of the absolute massive benefits of a USB microphone over an XLR microphone. The USB microphone is 100% going to help you in a plug and play aspect, but also they can be updated and they can be integrated with software. And so that means that you plug that microphone in with a USB, right? Then a lot of these mics can come out with software even after the microphone was already, built. And so, for example, that's exactly what has happened here with Blue. So Blue is the company. The Yeti Nano is the microphone that Matt is talking about. But Matt, make sure you download Blue Voice. So this is actually a companion application that comes with it that's going to help you make sure you have the best sound you can have. And so it's like an EQ. It's awesome. I did give it a test drive when they first came out with it, and it will let you try different profiles to make sure everything sounds good. So definitely make sure you also download that. So that is definitely one of the benefits to having a USB mic. Now, an XLR microphone is going to use a old school kind of cable, and it's going to go through an interface that then plugs into your computer, and that's pretty much it. Like the only way you can really enhance an XLR mic as of this time is with hardware or using a third-party application like some of the ones that we talked about earlier, Voicemeeter, Loopback. If you have a Rodecaster Pro, which is a piece of hardware, you can enhance it. But USB microphones are so user-friendly because they can do things with software. And so it's really, really, really one of those things that you want to check out for sure. So, okay, let me see here. Yeah, you bet, Matt, you bet. Any other questions about that, let me know for sure. So if you have a Blue Yeti, or if you have a Blue Yeti, so if anyone here has a Blue Yeti, you're still rocking a Blue Yeti, then you want to download the Sherpa app. So they also have an app for the Yeti, which is called the Sherpa, Blue Sherpa. And it's very similar. It has some things that you can make sure the hardware is updated and other things. So if you buy a USB microphone, always check and make sure that you are using any software that comes with it, for sure. Okay. I sure will. It's good. All right. Matt, can't wait. Oh, the other thing I was going to say about Matt's comment when he says we're also looking to integrate with our YouTube camera rather than a lavalier mic. Matt, remind me how you're streaming. So when you say a YouTube camera, how are you streaming? So the Nano can work with some cameras. Yes. I keep talking about this and I still have not opened it up to try it out. But this is a wireless lavalier mic that I recently purchased because my friend Kirk Nugent was using it. And it's one of these guys. It's pretty small. And you clip it on and you can actually there's the mic there, or you can hook a lavalier mic into it and you just clip it on your belt. It's wireless. So I'm going to be giving this a try, but I can tell you right now, I've watched Kirk use this mic on his show and it sounds amazing. So I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm going to be giving that a test drive here pretty soon. I like those types of mics if you need to be moving around. And so sometimes I want to stream and so I do this stuff, right? I have always had a dream to have a live cooking show. And if I'm going to do a live cooking show, then I'm going to need to be able to move around and everybody still hear me. And because, contrary to popular belief, these things don't work when you stream with a phone. They don't work. How many times do you watch people, they have these things in, they're walking around and they get close to the phone and they get loud and then they walk away and they think they're working, but they're not. They're not picking the mic up. For whatever reason, a lot of times Facebook Live is going to just pick up that regular microphone from your phone. I even tried to record a video with those in and it still didn't take up. The iPhone did not, just recording a video didn't work with the mic on those. So these types of things sometimes are what we need. But wireless is the way to go if you need to be moving around. So that's one of the things I'm excited about. I'm going to do it. It's going to be fun. He says, we use an Ordro camcorder for our YouTube channel. Oh, so you're using an old school like a camcorder. Interesting. Okay, very cool. So good stuff. Okay, so let me tell you guys, if you do me a favor, if you got any more questions for me, everybody post them, because the other thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to show you something. So if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, then you should have received a notification about a video, one of my latest videos that I did. And I'm pretty pumped about it because honestly, it's something I used to get asked about all the time. And I didn't really know how to do it, but I finally came up with a way to do it. And so, pause that. So this video with this awesome face screenshot, let me grab this. I'm going to stick it in here because everybody, I'm telling you, I used to get asked this all the time. And I finally was like, I'm just going to make a video and teach people how to do it. But here's the deal. Have you ever wanted to use a tablet to draw like on a whiteboard? So like maybe you need to sketch things sometimes, right? And so this video is actually going to teach you how to use your tablet, mirror that tablet on screen, and display it. And so honestly, any app will work. In fact, if you need to ever do any kind of like demos, like mobile demos, then you'll be able to do this. And so I'll show you what it looks like. And then you can tell me if it's something that you think would be fun and that you would like to do. Because like, for example, I know that sometimes I'll draw the marketing funnel and I literally will like draw it, or I'll like do the shape like this. And I'm like, God, I wish I had a whiteboard. I wish I could have a whiteboard displayed, and I don't have it displayed. So people ask me all the time, hey, is there a way you can do that? Let me open up the app so I can do this. Reflector 4 is what I'm using. And of course, it's going to give me fits today. Why is it that whenever I'm live, it doesn't want to work? Let's try Reflector 3. That one might work, which is the old version, which is going to be funny if it works. Of course, they're not going to open. They might open eventually. But anyway, check out the video because the video is actually going to show you how to make it show up on screen, which is not going to work today, apparently. So what do you know? Probably something that I have open that's preventing the app from opening. Maybe it's because of Google Drive. I have no idea. So I'll just go to Purple Paisley Planner's question. But again, go check out that video. It will show you how to have a whiteboard, your iPad displayed on your screen, which you then would show on your stream. And you can draw right here on your iPad and it will show on your screen. So you can sketch, you can draw, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do demos, show how to use things on there. So check that out. Okay, Purple Paisley Planner. And is Stream Deck easy to use? Is Stream Deck easy to use? So I would not say that it's easy to use. Once you know how to use it, it's easy to use. Like you'll get the hang of it. So let me see if I can sometimes when I try to do live demos, it will crash because I can't do it totally, right? What's up, Annie? I haven't seen you in forever. We miss you tuning in live, sister. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. Okay, so Purple Paisley Planner. So essentially the way it works is this. Let me share my screen. This is the Stream Deck app right here. And this, as you can see, is exactly that's what my Stream Deck looks like right now. So if you look here, I'll show you. So right there's the Stream Deck down there, okay? And we go back to that view, you'll notice, hey, there's the view, the Stream Deck. So these are OBS controls right here. So that's what I'm using to control OBS. By the way, I haven't even scratched the surface with what you can do with this application or with this piece of hardware, okay? You can do so many things with it. You can control Zoom. You can create text shortcuts. So if you do a lot of data entry and you enter the same things over and over all the time, you can actually create text buttons where you just hit a button and it will paste that text into whatever application you have open. So very, very cool thing that the Stream Deck can do for sure. Let me show you briefly what you could do. So we're going to pick we need to pick a fun sound effect that I can add so I can show you how you do this. Because I need to find something to add. So let me open this up. Let's pick a sound effect. We need like a celebration sound effect. Like what's a good celebration thing? Like a quick little like party, like that's like maybe 5 or 10 seconds. Like, so when somebody does something or says they subscribed, I can like play something for them. What would you search for that would be my question for that. So let me make sure we're going to be able to hear this. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta turn off the epidemic sound music we got playing here. Pause, minimize, volume up, party horns. Okay. We'll try party horns. It's a good one. Mike says, I use my Stream Deck for frequently used shortcuts for various programs. Yeah, there's a lot of programs. If you go on YouTube, you can find a lot of videos about this. Okay, party horns. What's going to show up, right? Samba party. Okay, cool. Let's listen to something. Wait, that's long. These are all really long. I need to go over to sound effects. Featured. Can I search in sound effects? Yes. Okay. Party horns. Okay. Party horn. That was not quite the celebration I was looking for. Okay. I see. Now I got these. Oh my goodness. No rules. Whoa. I mean, I kind of like that. I could play something like that. Okay. I'm down with a short little musical jingle, right? So let's just say we're going to do that one, right? So I'm going to download it. Just download it in here. I had a sound effects. There we go. Okay. I'm going to call it party tune, right? Party tune, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to upload that. Oops. We are going to upload that in here. So I'm actually going to go click on the button, and then you're going to notice. Oh, they added folders too, by the way, which I love. I'm so excited. So I'm going to click on a button, but I'm going to go out here to the right, and the soundboard is what I'm going to be doing. So you'll notice here there's a lot of little like they pre-built these things in. So, you know, like if I wanted to control my lights, I can, because I have the Elgato lights, I can do that with these buttons. So there's Voice Mod, which is a really popular app that does all kinds of things, changes your voice, does other things. So Wavelink, which is the other stuff, the audio stuff. Zoom, here's a bunch of Zoom shortcuts. So if you drag these over, these will work. So leave meeting, if you want to just hit a button and be like, I'm out, that will literally you will leave the meeting. So as Mike mentioned earlier, it will do a lot of things with lots of programs. But the one that we want right now is we just want to play a sound. We want to play audio. So I'm going to drag this over to that button. I'm going to add the file. So, you know, again, I'm showing Purple Paisley Planner how to use the Stream Deck. So we're going to find the sound effects. We're going to find party tune, open it. And now there it is. Okay, right here's the button. I also have some other things I can configure. So I can make some changes if I want to. So for example, I can say the action is, what is the button going to do? Well, it's going to play it. And then if I hit it again, it's going to stop it. I can also make it fade out if I want to. Fade in, fade out. So right now it's just no fade. I could adjust the volume. But the other thing I have to do here is I have to decide where's it going to output. Well, it's going to output with my Wavelink app. Okay, that's where we get a little complicated. So this is the way my system's set up. This is how I do it with mine. And I need to pick sound effects. So now it's ready to go. So I'm going to hit the button. There you go. So that was it. So it was that simple. So now that button is on my Stream Deck and all I have to do is hit it. Now, if I wanted to start it and stop it, I can stop it as well by hitting the button again. So once you configure it, it's awesome. It's super fun to have. I absolutely love it. Way, way, way fun. So there you go. So Typical Turk says, yeah, that one. I mean, we're going to hang out with that one for a while. We'll just see what happens. So Tanya, you are the new subscriber today, right? So we got to do this officially. So Tanya, welcome to the channel. She's the new subscriber, probably subscriber number 800. So yo. I'm kind of digging it. All thanks to Robin for saying you should search party horns, which the first ones were terrible. And then that little jingle was in there. So it worked out, right? So there you go. Now, I will say this. If you want to be able to do that stuff, again, buying the Stream Deck is step one, but you need to have the other things configured to be able to do what I'm doing. So for example, I'm able to push that music to you all because I'm using Wavelink, right? I'm using Wavelink, which is pushing the audio to you. Oh, Mike, I just saw your comment. Cheers, as in toasting with an adult beverage. Yes, we're going to find a clanking on that one, right? Okay, I think I've got time for one more question. So Luis, we'll check out your question. He says, are the majority of your functions done on StreamYard or OBS? So, as of right now, key phrase, as of right now, the Stream Deck will not integrate directly with StreamYard. StreamYard does not have that capability just yet. They have been working on this for a while. They're still working on it. It is coming. We will eventually be able to do something with our Stream Decks directly with StreamYard. Right now, Luis, I'm essentially using the OBS virtual camera, and that's what you see here. And I am using the Stream Deck to toggle my camera. So when I start my stream, I push this button, which goes to that scene in OBS. And then I say I'm ready to go, and I click on this scene, which kicks off my timer. And then I can toggle between the other scenes that include the timer until the timer's done. And then I click on the button and it takes me to here, which these are all scenes in OBS that I'm displaying to you all through the OBS virtual camera, which I selected as my webcam in StreamYard. So essentially, I'm not technically doing anything. The Stream Deck is not doing anything to StreamYard. The Stream Deck is controlling OBS. The Stream Deck is controlling Wavelink app, which is pushing out those audio files like the gong. So there you go. So here's the thing. A lot of people will see, the Rodecaster Pro in action where people can push the buttons and it plays these sound effects. If you already have a Stream Deck, you likely can actually do exactly the same thing without buying another piece of hardware. So I do think the Stream Deck is one of the coolest pieces of hardware you can buy. I will tell you, my recommendation is that you buy the big one. So Stream Decks come in different sizes, and so you want to make sure you buy the big one. So that is definitely my recommendation. Now, I think they just came out with a bigger one, actually. Hold on a second. I think they just came out with a big one. Stream Deck. Maybe not. Not sure. I have the XL. So just so everybody knows, let me show you what it looks like. So go. So the XL is the one I have. It's $150. I actually got mine at Best Buy. So I was at Best Buy. Come on, website. And I love it. So 32 button one. Yep. So that's the 32 button one is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's the one I have. 8. I have the 32 button, which is the XL. And there it is. So there's the Stream Deck. You can check them out, read about them, learn what you can do by going to the website. Now, there's different sizes. I was hoping they'd show them. That is the smaller one. That is actually the 15 button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 15 buttons. Mine is bigger than that. So I have the XL. Come on, Elgato. Can you show us the sizes? There it is. That's the one I have. That picture right there. So yeah, I thought they'd just have all 3 sizes right there, but they're not going to do that for us. There's literally a little, I think it's a 6 button one as well, which is silly. You don't need a 6 button one. Get the big one. It's worth it. You won't regret it. Now, I will say this, that they just came out with folders. So now you can actually just you can just hit a little arrow and it's going to go over. But it's definitely in my opinion, for a little bit more, you're going to want it. And I took that advice from my mentor, Luria Petrucci, with Live Streaming Pros. I heard her say it over and over and over and over again. She was like, get the big one. You will regret it if you do not. And so I followed her advice and I got the big one. So there you go. You can order them online. I got mine at Best Buy. They actually had them and I love it. I love this thing. So yes, very cool. Johnny says, I got the 32 button Stream Deck too. Still learning, but it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I haven't even scratched the surface. There's like so many things you can do with it. So I'm definitely going to be checking it out when I have some time to figure out like how to do other things that I don't even know about. So I saw this comment, which yes, just yet, the Stream Deck integration is something that StreamYard has been working on. They always mention it as hotkeys. So they are working on that, and they're still working on it. They are not giving up on that feature. So I know that they will follow through with that. So definitely stay tuned for sure. All right, my friends, we're at 2:00 and I'd love to hang out with you a little bit longer, but today I can't. Now here's the deal. I wanted to tell you about something really quick. So I wanted you to save the date. Save the date. November 9th. I think I posted in my group, by the way. If you're a group member, I think I posted in there and I posted the wrong date. It is the 9th, yes. Next Tuesday, I've got a special guest. So next Tuesday at 12 o'clock, we are going to be 12 o'clock Eastern, okay? 12 o'clock Eastern right here. We're going to be talking about Amazon Live. So Amazon Live, how to stream, how to do Amazon Live, how to get started with Amazon Live. That is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to bring on my friend Kirk Nugent, who is actually going to give us the breakdown, because here's the thing. I want to learn about this. Personally, I want to learn about this. And it's one of those things where I'm like, how do you even do that? Like, I'm an Amazon affiliate. So there's that. But then if you go to Amazon, you go to live streams. It is literally like the home shopping network, everybody. Look, there's somebody talking. This one's sponsored by Nordic Track. She's got some headphones on. I don't know what she's using. Check it out.
Tag us, and then we get to see you next week. So I believe next week, I think we're on Wednesday of next week, but most of the time it's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesdays here at Live.
Tuesdays. I don't know what she's using, but look, she's talking about all these fitness items, right? So she's working out, hanging out with you. But look, if you click on one of these and you buy it, this person is going to get a chunk of change for that. It's affiliate marketing. So look, did you even know this was here? I mean, a lot of people don't, but a lot of people are starting to watch this stuff. There are 230 people watching this right now. Look at that. 230 people. That's 230 people that are going to, if they buy any of this equipment, you are going to get paid for that. So my buddy, Kirk Nugent, who is an awesome streamer as well, he does a really, really great job. So if you're in the beauty business, check it out. Best
clippers in it. It's got a file. It's got tweezers. It's really got all these little tools that half
there
of
you
them
go.
I don't even know what they do. I probably should figure that out. But it's got this.
So if you notice here, she's featuring this item and it is featured in the cart. So again, it's literally like the home shopping network meets Amazon. I mean, it really is so much like it. So if you are somebody who's advocating for products, if you're talking about things, for example, me, I would like to use this to stream and talk about hardware, all kinds of things. I want to learn how to do this. So Kirk is going to come on the show and he's going to break it down for me because he's been doing this for a while. In fact, when I bought these, it was because he was using these on Amazon Live, talking about it, and he was using them. I was like, dude, those sound great. I'm buying them. And so I bought them and he got a chunk of change for it. I don't know how much he got. Depends on the product. So anyway, it's really important that we are always finding ways to monetize. And so when we're talking about stuff and we're advocating for products, this is just another way for you to monetize. So I think about a lot of people there's so many people in different businesses and industries that can absolutely do this. And so Kirk's going to come on the show next week and he's going to break this down for me because I have about 80,000 questions. So I'm going to ask the questions. You should ask the questions, but he's going to show us how to get started, what it is you need to do. He's going to show us how to do this using StreamYard so that we can do this live streaming. He does multi-streaming. So he will multi-stream it to Facebook and YouTube. And then I'll be like, oh, he's talking Amazon products again. So then I'll hop over to Amazon and I find him and there I am and I tune in and I watch him. So Eileen's done it. So fantastic. A lot of people are starting to do this more and I want to learn how to do it. So I really, really want to learn how to do it. Landlord Advocate says Amazon Live will not work for us as we provide a service. I don't know about that. Because honestly, I know a lot of service-based people that are doing this. You can be talking about products. Your audience, Matt, they're landlords. They're landlords, right? You could bring guests on that are other landlords and have them talk about their favorite, copy machine, their favorite, way to invoice. I don't know. There's stuff that landlords need. home improvement products. Landlords are fixing light bulbs, right? Landlords are going in, and maybe there's things that landlords should be buying for their properties, or kits that they should put together for their renters so that their renters can change their own dang light bulbs, right? So you could totally come up with some things. You could totally talk about things. Yeah, books. Eileen says books. That's another idea. 100%. You talk about it, and then you feature it and they buy it, you get a chunk of change for it. So again, this is an interesting thing that maybe you're not doing next week. Yes, November 9th. Oh, gosh, thank you. November 9th is in 2 weeks. That's why I have saved the date. God, 2 weeks. November 9th, 2 weeks away. Thank you. So here's the deal. Anyone could do this. Maybe you're not streaming with this type of content now, but you could. This is a way to monetize. So again, that's why I want to talk about it, because I think it's really important that we're not just live streaming to market ourselves, but we're live streaming and we're able to get as much out of that as possible. And this is one of the newest ways that's coming, hitting the market hard about ways you can monetize. So we're going to be talking about that with Kirk on November 9th. It's going to be a longer stream. We've got 90 minutes booked. It's going to be fantastic. Kirk is really good at teaching. I love working with him, and I'm so excited to bring him on the show so that we can talk about Amazon Live. So make sure you save the date, November 9th, 12 o'clock Eastern time. That is when we're going to be doing that. So make sure you're subscribed. You'll see it when that gets scheduled and all that stuff. So I saw a comment from putting in my planner now. Yes, fantastic. Oh, awesome. Johnny Bean is also Amazon Live. Yes, definitely check it out. We're going to be talking about that. There it is. Typical Tyreek says, I'm so happy that you got the community tab. That way you can give us updates about delays, etc. Yes. So Typical Tyreek is by the way, I love that new logo, Typical Tyreek. He's been following us and hanging out with us for a while. And I love it when my community or my followers, my audience members give me encouragement about things to do. You know, we're all DIYing it. We're figuring it out. And like John Pullum is always encouraging me to do certain things. Cynthia at Purgatory Paranormal of New York, she will throw ideas out there sometimes too. So people that are out there on YouTube is new to me. It's really been something where I literally probably about a year ago started streaming to YouTube and just very slowly have been growing my audience over there. And we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, right? That's the goal. But I also am still learning a lot of things about YouTube. So Typical Tyreek, I love when you always chime in and give me updates and the feedback that you enjoy that I have this community tab now, because, Typical Tyreek is not really on Facebook. He doesn't hang out over on Facebook. So he's glad that I'm able to now use that community tab to make posts. So I love it when you guys give me feedback like that. It's super fun. So yes, Eileen says, Kirk is wonderful. He is. He's so awesome. I love his stuff. I love what he's doing. I always give him a hard time. I'm like, I was using purple lights before you were, but we have very similar styles, but I love the stuff he does. I love learning from him. So, all right, my friends, I got to run. I will see you guys next week. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. We are going to take care of that. And I will see you guys next week. I don't know exactly what time. It's going to be, it's TBD, because I got a big live stream that is yet to be scheduled for StreamYard. And I think it might be on Tuesday. We're going to find out. But make sure that you will be subscribed so you won't miss it. And I'll talk to you guys then. So, all right, everybody, have a good day. Have fun. Go live. Do whatever it is you need to do. Just make sure it's fun. That's my biggest thing I always tell everyone is whatever you're doing to market yourself, make it fun. All right? That's my tidbit for today. I'll see you guys.